And I didn't even know it till I saw it happening, because I didn't know that, because I didn't see it in the household. I didn't even know it was a missing component of a healthy relationship, or what I think is a healthy relationship. It's when I started seeing, I'm like, oh my God, these people are telling their kids they love them.
Mm.
Like they're hugging their son, they're playing with their son, they're face to face with their son, and they're saying, I love you. That's not an experience I had, or I don't recall ever having that experience. So I didn't even know that it was something that was that could be done in a relationship, a father to son relationship, or father daughter relationship.
So it wasn't even a
So
void for you because you didn't even know that you were missing it.
I did not know till I witnessed someone I knew doing it, and then I said, oh man, I want to do that when I have a kid. I want to tell them I love them.
Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to the Dear Dad podcast. This is the place where we address dad dynamics and discuss personal experiences, stories, and poem submissions to help provide a platform for healing while simultaneously uplifting one another. Let's change the dad narrative all around. Let's go. Let's grow.
Hello, you beautiful people. Thank you again for joining me at Dear Dad podcast. My name is Jensen Darius, aka BJ. And again, we have a good guest on this podcast today. It's a good guest. Okay, so guys, I know I have a lot of my family members on here. There's a reason for that, because my family is really big. It's a combination between the Darius, my last name, and the Million side, and that's Gabe Milien right now. That's on the podcast with us. And he decided to come, and I sent him an offer. He came, and he's here to tell you his story. He's here to tell you about his father, about fatherhood, and about the journey of becoming a dad, guys. And again, I'm sorry if you guys are bothered that it's only my family members. There will be other people on the podcast, but right now I'm going to tell you right now it's mostly my family, because my family is that big. But I do have other people that's coming on. But again, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. So I'm going to introduce you guys to my cousin. You heard this guy's name before by Maxine and some other people on the podcast. There's a reason for that. All right, guys. His name is Gabe Milien. All right, guys. Introduce yourself. Gabe, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, cuz? How's everybody
Hey.
doing? Yeah. Wow, that's such a beautiful intro. I don't know how to follow that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Gabe Milien. I really love my family, and I'm really happy for you to ask me to be here. So, you know,
Of course. So let's do this. So, all right, let's jump to the first question. So let me know and let the audience know, who is Gabe?
um, who is Gabe? I think Gabe is a student, someone that loves to learn, someone that loves to help, someone that loves family, and all those things. I think those are the type of things that I aspire to be. Always learning, always reading, always trying to find out new information, and trying to share that information with my loved ones and people that are close to me. So if there's anything that I would like to be, I think it's a person like that.
Nice. So, all right, so let's just dive in a little bit. Let's get a little bit personal, all right? Tell me about your dad.
Oh man, my dad. Not only I love my dad, but my dad is loved by so many people.
Yes.
And it's just his temperament. He's a person that is selfless. He's very warm. Anyone that comes in contact with my dad just feels like a genuine love, and I get a lot of that from him. You know, um, Again, another thing I get from him is he really loves his family. He's
Mm-hmm.
a person that loves to be around his family, that really bigs up his family,
Mm-hmm.
um, and he's very proud of his family. All things that I've taken from him, and he's a church going man. So he's very into his spirituality, his relationship with God. He says he doesn't have much to leave us, but that's the one thing he knows he wants to leave us with
Mm-hmm.
at least a connection to God, or to our Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
All
And
right.
that's a big part of what my dad is, or who he is.
Wow, wow, wow. And what was the dynamics in the relationship between you and your dad as you guys grew up, even as today?
I never really thought about it till one of your podcasts, and I think it was one of the early ones when you were talking about saying love, I love you to your kids,
Mm,
and I think I had commented, and I was like, damn, man, I don't think I've ever really said I love you to my dad.
mm,
You all know that you do love them, and it's someone that you love, but it's more of like in a Haitian heritage, like we know our parents love us, but
hmm.
you just don't say it,
Right,
and I was never really comfortable saying it. It's not until I observed certain family members myself, um, I'll quote unquote new age, where I
right.
saw their interaction with their kids,
Mm,
and they were saying I love you left and right to their kids, where I didn't even have a kid yet. I have a son now, but that's when I'm like, oh man, this thing is okay. It's good to show your son. So when I saw your that podcast, when I was listening to it, it really resonated with me because it's something that I've experienced where, and not until that time is when I really started saying, okay, I'm going to force
mm.
myself to say I love you to my dad. And it's a little foreign to me. So if we're on the phone and I say I love you, it's not fluent. It's just something forcing out because I know,
Right,
and I do love them, of course, but
right,
I wasn't raised in a household where we kind of shared that type of, that auditory, type of communication. We just
right.
knew they loved them. So, that's the dynamic as far as that.
Yeah, I mean, the household of a Haitian culture, uh, the generation before us, I would say, is they don't share that. They don't say those things. And
Right.
again, that word is there. It's alive in the house. You feel it. But to physically say those words it's another thing. Just verbally just saying those things, those words mean so much, but it's so hard to say because you're not used to saying those things. You're not used to hearing it. So it's kind of foreign, like you said before, to say something that you're not used to saying. That's like saying, I love to hug, but yet you never grew up in a
Hmm.
household that hug. That atmosphere was not there. So it's
Yeah.
hard to introduce something to someone that you didn't have in your life yourself.
Yeah. And I didn't even know it till I saw it happening because I didn't know that because I didn't see it in the household. I didn't even know it was a missing component of a healthy relationship or what I think is a healthy relationship. It's when I started seeing, I'm like, oh my God, these people are telling their kids they love them.
Mm.
Like they're hugging their son, they're playing with their son, they're face to face with their son, and they're saying, I love you. That's not an experience I had, or I don't recall ever having that experience. So I didn't even know that it was something that was that could be done in a relationship, a father and son relationship, or father daughter relationship.
So it wasn't even a
So
void for you because you didn't even know that you were missing it.
I did not know till I witnessed someone I knew doing it, and then I said, "Oh man, I want to do that when I have a kid. I want to tell them I love them."
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. And how far into your adult did you realize this was something that you wanted to incorporate in your life and in your marriage and to your son?
Um, I mean, I don't want to say it was pretty late, but I was past my teenage years. I was past my 20s.
Okay.
It's when I was hanging out with my cousin that had a son, and I would hang out with him and spend time. At that time I was a photographer, and I would take
Mm-hmm.
family pictures with them. So I spent a lot of time with them, and then while I was taking these family pictures, I saw how they were interacting with their newborn son, and even then, it didn't really strike me hard. It's as he grew up a little old, as he grew a little older, and then I was still around him, witnessing that. And just to say, I don't think he was around it the same way because we were brought up pretty much the same. It's just that he married someone outside the culture, and I
Ah,
think that's
okay.
what helped him. You know, that's what showed him or helped him express it. And then I was just sitting back looking at it, and I said, "Oh, this is good. This is something that's positive. That's a positive way of interacting with your child." So it's around that age, maybe my very early 30s or late 20s that I started saying, "Hey, man, when I have a child, um, this is one facet of a relationship that I'd like to, to explore." So
Yeah.
my son now, I tell him I love him, um, and that's easier for me than me telling my dad I love him because I'm not used to having that kind of communication. But then that's when I realized that you need to have it with your parents too, or I feel like you need to have it with your parents too. So I've been forcing myself, even though it's not something that we've done growing up, to include it in my daily communication with my parents.
And when you actually said it to your dad the first time or the time that you said, what is his reaction?
He said it too, but I don't know if it was just he was repeating what I said. You don't know because it sounds so weird. So it's almost surreal. So I'm on the phone with my dad and we're talking and I'm about to go and I'm like, I gotta say I love you. I gotta say I love you. And I said, I love you, Poppy. And he's like, oh, I love you too, son.
You sound just like it.
Yeah. I don't know if I hung up or he hung up first. I'm like, all right, I did it. Hanging up now. So it's a very weird. And for some people, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
They do it all the time. For them, it's nothing,
Yeah.
But for me, I'm still working on it.
You know what? I mean, just the fact that you're working on it makes a difference, man. I think it changes your personality. It changes who you are to be a better person. And just continue saying it. It just, I don't know. For me, I'm even saying it right now makes it feel a whole lot lighter. Like when I call my dad on the phone and I talk to him, even though I'm so hard-headed about calling him at times, I can't even explain to you the reason why. Like just today, my wife was like, call your dad. I was just like, yeah, okay. It's not that I don't want to. It's just taking that action and doing it. And when we're on the phone, we're joking, we're laughing, we're cool. And then when I'm on the phone with him, I remember the last time I called him, and he's just like, the first thing he said was like, thank you for calling me. Yeah. It's small. Like, it's just a phone call. He just said, thank you for calling me. Yeah, and for me, I was like, man, that's powerful, man. For me, it's nothing. For him, it's something.
Yeah, my dad, and that's odd that you said that. My dad says the same thing. Like, yeah, thank you for calling me. And they just, I don't know. I mean, I get it. When we're their age, we want our kids to hit us up just out the blue and say, hey, Dad, and then end the conversation with I love you. Because when you look at them, you're like, man. So I can understand the feeling now that I'm a father. But it's, it's still hard. It's still hard to give in.
Well, continue doing it, and I encourage you to doing it. And I compliment you for doing that, man. It's hard. It's not an easy step, but, you took that step. You took that leap.
Yeah. Thank you.
You made it. And I know just right now just that you even sound like your dad. Like, there's certain gestures and certain things that you do that sounds exactly like your dad. Because some things you just can't erase. Like all of us, all my siblings the voice sounds like my dad. Like I can't even front. If one of us pick up the phone, you can't even tell who's from who. Depending, even we laugh the same, and even carries on to my son. My son is only 2 years old, about to be 3. He has a deep voice. I don't know where he came from. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure it's a genetic trait, but this is the characteristic in us that's so similar. So, what are some characters in you that you find in your dad? And you can say you also see it in your son.
Oh, my son, my dad is very charming, and I think my son is charming. My son is very compassionate, and I think he gets that from my dad, and I got a little bit of that from my dad as well. So those are some of the things that I see. Not to mention, everybody thinks my son looks more like my dad than he does me sometimes.
That's usually the case.
Everybody sees my father in him, which is good. I think my father's a good looking guy, handsome guy, and I love his mannerism. So all those things are good. So those are some of the things I think my son gets from him. My dad is slow to anger, and I think that's one of the things that I've gotten from him, where I'm very laid back in the sense of it takes a lot for me to get worked up. And I remember the one time I was in a cab. My dad is, like I said, he's a very religious person, very spiritual. And he used to give out things called tracts. So that's like these little pamphlets, Christ-like, and he used to give them out. And one day we were in a cab riding home from church, and he gave it to the cab driver. And when we exited the cab driver threw it out, like really crumbled it up and threw it out the window, just to make sure my dad could see it. And I was upset. I was like, yo, why do you keep doing this? You giving it to these people, and this is what they're doing. They're disrespecting you. They're crumbling and throwing it in your face. And I was upset. I think that was one of the only times I stood up to my dad and just expressed that type of, I wouldn't say it's anger, but it was just a frustration. Right. And he just looked at me. He said, I did my part, so I'm okay with whatever happens. And that stuck with me. Like, I could remember the time. I could remember us in the cab. So that stuck with me. And that made me feel like, you know what? It's not about how people react to what you do.
Right.
You know, as long as you did what was right, what you felt was right. So even if they, you know, like you do a good deed, you know, no good deed goes unpunished. You do a good deed and somebody comes back and they act like they were using you. But you, as long as you know in your heart, you meant to help them. For me, go back to what my dad said. I did my part, you know. I can't control how they react to that. So,
you know, patience is definitely like a virtue. I think that's something that's a talent. You know, it's a talent, because I know a lot of people that I know, they just don't have the patience to just like just for anything, for a child, for another person. Like, it's just so quick to anger. I mean, I've heard that anger is just a release. It's just a release of like expression. But to not release that expression, which is show compassion and not show anger, it takes more restraint to not do anything than to do something. So I always literally applaud those that have a personality trait that has like compassion is slow to anger, because then you can observe and react properly to the situation. I know for myself, I know my siblings ask me this, well, how are you so patient? How are you not? I've never seen you upset. Yeah. It's not that I don't get upset. It's not in me to stay upset, one, too long, and two, that's not my character.
Right.
I prefer to be happy, or I prefer to be in good mood instead of being angry at the time. It physically does not have a good effect on me at all. So I always commend anybody that has that good trait, because you know what? It's contagious. It's contagious because sometimes it just takes you to take that first step. And sometimes the only way you can take this first step is you have to like be patient and just calm down and actually see the overall picture instead of just jumping the gun and overreacting.
Yeah, especially in that situation. It was a paradigm shift for me, because I was really upset, because I could remember, that's how emotional I was. I could remember how upset I felt, and just to see someone react in such a calm way, it made me ask myself, why is it happened to him? Why was he able to react this way? And then that's why I think it was such a profound moment in time for me. And it really helped me grow in that sense of where I can just say, hey, you know, everything I had to do, I took care of it. I did what I had to do. I'm at peace. You know, I can't control the reaction. So that, I agree, that patience is, you know, patience is key.
It's a virtue. It's a virtue. And I find it fascinating that you got upset and your dad didn't get upset. It just seems like the role reversed, because now you kind of need to like protect your dad. Yeah. Like he needs to be protected, but you're the child,
right? And
he's the adult. But because he has experiences, he knows that it's not worth fighting for.
You know what? I think one of the reasons I always felt like I wanted to protect my dad, because I saw how much of a nice person he was. Right. And then I noticed that there were people that take advantage of nice people.
Absolutely.
That people that are giving, selfless, there are people that will take advantage of them. So I guess it was building, because I just knew my dad, because, you know, everybody knows how my dad is. So, you know, he'll give his last dollar if he'll help someone. And I didn't understand why he would do that. So that was building, where I'm like, you know what, enough, you know. And I thought that he wasn't taking up for himself, but it took a lot more strength to say, hey, you know, I'm not going to change. I don't change because of the way people react. I don't, you know, I have a goal, and I when I set out to do what I want to do and what I need to do, I don't really let or the way people react to it affect me. And that's really a
Right.
good sign of a leader, a good leader.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
when you have a vision, you can't let other people sway you. If you believe in your vision and you think what you're doing is right, if you think
Right,
what you're doing is
right,
right, to me, it's like the stock market. The prices go up, everybody's happy. Then it goes down, then they mad. Then
right,
it goes back up, they happy again. You can't. You gotta know the value of the company you're investing in. If you know it's a
yes,
good company and you know it's gonna stand the test of time, don't worry if the price is going up or down. You know what it's
right,
worth. And you
right.
got in at the right time. So um, you know, that's one of the things. Yeah, I look to my dad for a lot of stuff. That's one of the biggest things. Patience.
That's so cool. I think what you just something is something as far as if you as a leader you have to that's the mind frame that you have to have. And I think I heard it from Kevin Hart when he was saying, and
Hmm.
I'm paraphrasing it, when he was stating that when he was a startup comedian and he had his, a vision of who he wanted to be. He said, I want to have my own company. I want to start in a movie. I want to become a CEO. And he had all those powerful dreams. And he wanted to accomplish those, but he had people around him that were not visualizing the dream that he had. So he had people around him that was bringing him down instead of pushing him forward. So that in itself, he had to say, you know what, you're not with me in my goal. You don't see
Right.
the dream that I have. So I'm gonna have to push you to the side. I can only partner up with those individuals
Yep.
that share my dreams or want to push me to get to my dreams. But if you're
Yep.
dampening me down, I'm going to have to push you to the side.
Yep. That's such an important, especially if you have dreams, entrepreneurship, which I'm big on.
Mm,
Um, you have to have a vision and you got to focus on it. You can't focus on things that go wrong. You're a problem solver. You can't look at, man, this, they shut down this service. Find another one, because your goal is
right.
right. I'm doing what I got to do. That's not going to stop me because they stopped doing that, you know? Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, cool. Let's change the dynamic a little bit. Let's change the mood a little bit into a different perspective.
Mhm.
So tell me about fatherhood.
Oh man, best thing ever. Um, I love it. I love being able to share. The first thing is for me. I think legacy is very important, and I
Mm,
think it's because that we're such like our family is such a big family, but we're tight, which is weird.
yes,
It's
yes.
a big family, and we can gather up and we can not speak to each other for a while, but when we get together, it's like
Ha,
riding a bike,
yes, yeah.
Um, and so that legacy is very important for me. And the minute I knew that that was something that I was blessed with, I wanted to nurture that. I'm
Mm,
not going to be here forever, but I know whatever I was able to establish within my son will live. And
mm,
and he can take that and build upon it. The same way I've built on what my dad has given me and what his father has given him. Whatever it is, good and bad. But the thing is, we're here, and
yeah.
and they're gonna be there for our name lives on. So that's a big thing. So the first thing was really legacy. The second thing was it was a gift. When
Mm,
God gives you a gift and you're like, you know what, I'm going to take care of this gift. It's like when somebody gives you something that's really nice
mm-hmm,
and that you really like it, and you like, I have to be responsible. I can't drop it. I can't because this is precious.
mm-hmm,
Um, all those things is really what fatherhood means to me, and I want to take care of it. One way that I took care of it, the minute I found out that I was having a son, I think the day after I found out, I went and got life insurance.
mm,
Right away,
mm,
um, because I wanted to take care of it. I was already thinking of when I'm not here.
Right.
Yeah, you know, how is he gonna survive or she gonna survive at that time? Um, so, you know, that's what it means to me. It's just God has given me a gift, and for the however long He's allowing me to, you know, to have that gift in my possession, quote unquote. I'm gonna try to take care of it, and I'm gonna try to make sure that it grows and it basically lives up to its full potential. You know, so
Absolutely. Yes, I hear you. I agree. I agree. Did you have any idea of what kind of father you wanted to be before you became a dad? And if so, do you think you're that person now?
ooh, no, because I don't know if I gave it much thought of what type of father. I knew I wanted to be loving, I wanted to be nurturing, um, but it's fatherhood is. I mean, my son is almost 13 now. It's it changes everything you thought you were gonna do. It doesn't really go down the way you thought it was gonna go
Hmm.
down. The things that you thought that you're gonna deal with, um, you don't deal the way you thought that you was gonna communicate with your kid and they were gonna understand and do what you say. It doesn't really go down that way. So I yeah, I had no idea what kind of father I was gonna be. I knew I wanted to be like my dad in some ways. I knew I wanted to be different from him in certain ways. Like the "I love you," I knew I wanted to be more. Um, you know, I wanted to be able to say things like that and be more emotionally involved with my son than
Right.
my dad. And then I also knew that I wanted to create a child that was going to be able to survive in the world that we're in. So
Mm.
I love the niceness in my dad, but I wanted that strong entrepreneur, spirit in my son. You know, I wanted him to say, because I know we lived in it, because I was born in Haiti, and I have to give my parents props because when we came here, we didn't have anything, you know,
Right.
and I think every one of their kids are doing a good job. You know, every one of us
Right.
have kids, and every one of us is in a very um, good position. I feel, as opposed to where we came from or how we came from. And I
Hmm.
just want growth from my son. So I knew I wanted to show him the love that my dad showed me and my mom showed me. But I also wanted to give him the opportunity to thrive in this country.
Right.
I wanted
Right.
to give him
Right.
the opportunity to have choices that I might not have had or my parents didn't have. Um, so in that sense, I think I'm on course.
Mm.
Do I think that I'm where I am where I thought I'd be back then? No, because you know life happens while you plan. But
Right.
I feel good about the way that he's growing. I feel good when I talk to him and he talks to me. I'm like, oh man, you got it, you know. And then sometimes you listen to what he says. I'm like, geez, oh mon Dieu, this kid. So yeah, I'm not where I want to be as a dad yet, but I like where I'm at, and I like my upward trajectory.
Nice. 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 No, I wanted to I take a slight little turn, just back up a little bit. I just wanted to find out from you that you were talking about your son, and when you found out about your son, and to who he is right now. So I just want to backtrack a little bit.
Hmm.
Would you be able to describe to me the moment that you actually met your son for the first time?
Ooh, oh boy, yeah. Are you talking about at the hospital? I could go that far back.
Sure.
Oh man, yeah. I remember when he was pulling his head. I'm like, yeah, what is that? Uh, when they took him out, and man, yeah, I think I cried. I cried two
Wow.
times. Two when my sister got married, I cried, and
Right.
when my son was born. Um, and yeah, the happiness to see someone that you've never seen before, and you know that that's part of you. That joy when I first met him, um, that was a great time. When I met him as like when I'm starting to see his personality.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw my son's personality, or the first time I had to pay attention to my son's personality, is when he got upset and he yelled as loud as I would.
Mm.
And that's when I said, "Oh man, he's his own person."
Wow.
um, you know, and it was weird. It was just weird to because I think we'll always see our kids as children and babies, and
Right.
I think some cultures have an advantage where the minute that the baby is born, they look at it as an adult because they see adults as a bunch of grown little babies.
Mm.
That's why some people don't like you saying "goo goo gaga" to their kids. Talk to them like an adult. So I feel that our culture, we baby our kids because, especially being a person of color, we wanna nurture them. We know what's out there for them. We want to
Right.
protect them.
Mhm.
But then again, there's a real world that's going to be treating them like adults, even at a very young age.
Right.
Yeah. So, as crazy as it sounds, when I first saw that he was upset, trying to express himself, that was the first time I'm like, you know what? I have to give him that room to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, because I grew up on very tight rules. And so when I let myself, like, hey, he's going to have his own feelings. Of course, I'm going to try to guide him.
Right.
But that was the first time I kind of noticed him, as far as I remember. Like, oh man, he's his own person.
Mm-hmm.
Is when I first saw him get mad.
Mm.
It shocked me. So,
Did it make you take a step back and just like analyze
yeah,
who he is and what directions you need to take with him?
yeah. That I've always felt that obligation, but I also want to be understanding, and I also know that my perspective is not the same perspective that he has because we grew up in different times. We grew up in different conditions. So I always try to leave myself open to the point where I'm not always right. Where I'm like, all right, I got to see why is he upset? Why doesn't he see that he's wrong?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you want to take that perspective. And not saying that you should, because a child is a child. There's certain experiences they don't have, but the
Right.
job is not really to kind of force it down. It's for you to kind of guide them, where
Right.
like, oh, okay, you're upset, but then you kind of give them a question like, is that the type of energy you want to show when you're upset? Is that how you want to act where people are looking at you? So you try to guide them, but it's not to just say, hey, you can't do that, because I've grown up in a household where Haitians weren't trying to take time to understand your feelings.
No. Nope. Nope.
I'm the adult. If I tell you to walk on coal, you walk on coal. But
That's it.
So if I'm like, yo, he's yelling, it's because his feet's burning. So that's
Right.
one of those things
That's true.
you want to look at. And that's what that helped me do. When I saw it, I'm saying, yeah, he's a human being. He has emotions. You can't control how he feels.
Yeah, I find myself doing that with my son right now, even though at this age that he is. He's far in advance. It's so developed so quickly. Whereas where me and my wife is just playing catch up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Especially me, I'm just like, especially the time that I spend with him, I just want to know what I need to do to better his understanding of life, like education, math, science, reading, writing, all that stuff. I want to know what I can do to like better him, because right now he's picking up on everything. He's doing everything so quickly, like it's going too fast for me. So now I'm just sitting back and trying to analyze and see what I need to do to better cater to him.
Right.
Even like you said before, there are times that he's acting up, he's crying for no reason, or he throw himself on the floor. And it's weird because my parenting, my wife parenting is a little different.
Right.
My parenting is more of like, and that's almost everybody. My parenting is more of like, ever since he was a baby, if he does something, there's a reason for it. It's not because it's not because he just want to do it just because. Sometimes kids does that, but for me, it's always just like there's a reason behind it. He's acting up, there's a reason behind it. He's crying, there's a reason behind it. He's doing this, there's a reason behind it. So for me, it's relearning him every day because he does something different. So instead of getting upset, instead of getting bothered, instead of getting annoyed, I want to go to your level and try to figure out what is it exactly that you want. So I give you options. I say, is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that? Okay, you know what? Fine. Right now, you just want to be held. No problem. I can tell.
Right.
But it takes that patience. It takes that, that kind and relax and just like analyze the situation kind of mind frame in order for you to just like grasp exactly what a kid is want. Because at that age, he doesn't even know what he wants at the time.
Yep.
And I heard this lady, I forgot I think it was an author or so. I think it was in a radio I said, I can't even remember her name. She said that what we tend to do, and all of us tend to do that because we see other people do it when our kids are frustrated and they're like, they don't know how to say anything. The first thing we say is use your words.
Mm-hmm.
And she said it bothered her because I can say because I've done it too. But it changed my mind frame when she said this. She said, we're trying to tell a kid that don't know anything the language that we know to use the language that we want. You know what I'm saying? It's like I speak Spanish and you speak English. I'm telling you, speak English. Yep. I can't speak English because I don't speak your language.
Right.
It's almost like a love language, but for a child. You're telling the child to use their words, but they don't even have the words yet to express to you what they want. Yet alone, they don't even know how to express it. They don't even know what they're feeling yet.
Yep.
So you just gotta know how to cater to the child based on what they're doing. I was my wife and I were pretty much lucky because we were able to cater to my son based on his cries. If he cried this way, this is what he wanted. If he cried that way, he needed to get changed. He needed to go. So we were able to discover that. We found out through, I think it was an Oprah episode. And this baby guru that we found out, it was like, oh, let's try that out. And we tried it out. It was just like the easiest thing of the world. Like, oh, he cried, he needs to get burp. Or he cried, he pooped. Or he cried, he sleep. Once we figured that out, parenting was just like a smooth sailing. Parenting was great. And that's why I had to encourage other people. Some people, we have the tendency to forget that there are kids. Allow them to be kids. Allow them to grow. Allow them to make mistakes. Like you said, I'm here to guide you. I don't want to instruct you to do what not to do. I'm here to guide you. If you're going to fall, I'm going to have your back. Not too long ago, I had a little sermon at my church for the students of my church, where I was saying that this concept where my son, he's all over the place. He's running all over the place. He's on the couch, off the couch. Now I'm working, but I'm watching him.
Right.
I'm working, but I'm watching him. So now he's sitting on the couch with his back turned to the floor. Mm-hmm. Right. So now any action that he does, jerk back, is done. Yep. He's done. So before he does that, I'm already like forecasting. So this is what he might do. So I already put my foot behind him. And two, I know what he's gonna do. So as soon as he's about to jerk, I literally just grab him, or I just tell him, "Don't do that." But that's the concept I was trying to say. I said that's how God has our back. Yes. We don't even know our situation. We don't even know how bad the situation is going to be. But
He lets us go.
God has our back. Yes, He lets us.
And then He catches us when we fall.
Absolutely. And I'm learning that with my son, where I don't want to have to yell and scream behind you, but I want to guide you. But I want you to let you know that even though you make mistakes, I have your back. I want you to make mistakes so you can learn from it. And one thing I emphasize on my son whenever we go anywhere, I said, touch. You want to touch it? Touch it so you can feel it, texture, so you can know what it is that's around you. Like I encourage it everywhere I go. Like you don't know what that is? This is the flower. Touch the flower. You feel the consistency of it. You know the smell of it. It's red. It's yellow. It's green. So I'm giving you a full details of the item, so you can know what it is.
Yeah, you let him explore.
Exactly. And that's what I do with him. I do all the time. Like I because he's high in sensory, so everything is just like is extra for him. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to capitalize on that. What can I do to make it richful for you? Make it a way of learning for you, because right now the world is just like a playground for him. Yeah. But how can I make it a playground, but also a playground for him to learn?
Exactly. No, I agree 100%. And that's what it is. You want to give them the opportunity. You don't want to dictate what they do. It's all about giving them the opportunity, but you're being there because in their limited experience, these are some of the pitfalls. So,
Right.
like you said, you'll put your leg there. So if he falls, he's falling on a soft thigh, um,
Absolutely.
something like that. So, but you want to give them the opportunity because they learn that way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they don't learn by just you telling them. I read this book called Nurture Shock, and it talks about
Mm.
why children make the decisions that they do. They
Mm.
really don't have the knowledge, the background knowledge, and because they don't have the background knowledge, they're taking a lot of risks.
Mm-hmm.
Risks that you and I would look at like, oh man, I'm not going down in a shopping cart on a hill with four people in it. But for them, they never thought about what could happen. They don't have the
Right.
foreknowledge or the background knowledge to deal with that. So they're gonna take that chance. So the child it's a very fragile thing. And you trying to, or me trying to figure out what our role is in it is fragile too, because we don't want to stub their growth. At the
Mm-hmm.
same time, you want to be there to help protect and guide them. So yeah,
Right.
yeah, all those
Right.
things, man.
Right. Right.
Okay, let's take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back after this sponsor. Hey guys, Bejemson Darius, aka BJ here from Dear Dad Podcast. Now, when I started this podcast, I wanted a platform where I can record and upload my content very easily. I didn't want to go through any hoops to get my podcast out there. When I did start my podcast, I was on a different platform. But after I was introduced to Anchor not once, not twice, but over 3 times by my close friends, I decided to give Anchor a try. I must say, I absolutely love it. Not only is it easy to use, but I am able to record, edit, post, and publish all my episodes right there on the app or the site. I was able to transfer all my episodes onto Anchor in less than 5 minutes. That, for me, was unbelievable. Oh yeah, here's the best thing of all. It's free. It is free to use. Yeah, I know. That's crazy, but take my word on this. It's true. Using Anchor has definitely made podcasts so easy. Trust me, you'll love it. So, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Right. Right. What do you enjoy most about being a dad?
Spending time with my son. We like before this whole Corona thing, we had decided every month we're gonna visit a new restaurant, and because he's one of those picky eaters,
Okay.
and there's nothing wrong with that, but he doesn't like to try new things. If you find something he likes, you could order 5 or 6 for him.
Okay.
But have him, so every time he went somewhere, he would smell it. He did, he's like his mom that way. He'll smell the food before he eats it. So I'm like, you know what? You need to be able to explore different things. So I talked to him about it, and I told him it was gonna be somewhat random. I hope he's not listening to this. I told him it was gonna be random, but I knew the type of person he was, so
Right.
to make it so that he would try it, I would break it down into like maybe 4 or 5 places and give him the choice within those places. So he would, I basically scaffolded. So I know he would go further than he would normally would, but not so far that it would turn him, like he wouldn't want to do it again. So every month we would decide we go on a different type of cuisine and we try it. And all he had to do was just give it a try. So we did that for a while until this thing started. But that's one of the things I like spending time with him. Oh man, I really love being a father. I enjoy trying to make him, like I said, I want him to have choices. So I enjoy helping him. One of the things I love the most is that my son started his first business when he was 4.
Wow.
I love teaching him about those things. I love possibly giving him those type of options in the future, or at least exposing it to him. And I love that. In some ways, I see it in him that some of it is getting through. I love giving him advice. I love learning from him too. You know, because man, these new songs, where else am I going to learn?
Don't even start. I don't. Yeah, don't even start.
You know, there's a lot of things I learned, not just the songs, but you know, I like learning from him too. I guess it all comes from spending time. I like spending time with him.
Yeah, that's one of the best things. Just spending time. So you don't have to do anything. You could just be in the same room as him. It makes us a difference. What are 3 happy moments in your life as a dad?
My son's first business. One of my son's violin recitals where your brother was there. It was your brother, my sister, Anna, and my brother. It wasn't even the violin recital. It was one of his plays. I love that, and I love the fact that because he asked for your brother to be there. He asked for Gabe Milien to show up. So I love when he, you know, I love when my son loves spending time with my family and his family. So that was a good moment. The third, I would say taking my son to camp for the very first time. That was the very first time that he was going to be away from us for 30 days.
Wow. Okay.
And from that day, when I look back to how far he's gotten, that's when I started to let him. Yeah, and he was 7. He was 7 the first time he went to sleepaway camp in Maine. And we made a trip out of it. So we stopped. We did like stuff like you guys do. You guys travel a lot, and I love having those experiences. Like you have experiences like that with your family, so that's great. So we did road trips. We got a bunch of nice hotels. He loves to swim, so that whole experience was really good. We knew we were about to give him away to this camp for 30 days, but just that whole time of us getting there, we really made some great memories.
So, wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so I have pretty much about 2-ish questions for you. One is more of a personal one. The other one is just to wrap up, and I'll just let you go. So, is there any mistake you wish you had done differently as a dad?
Man, I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way.
This is your story, man. It's your story.
Yeah, I don't have any regrets as a father. I'm still learning. Yeah, like as far as it relates to Gavin, I don't have any regrets.
Cool. I mean, I spoke to Jonathan just the other day. And I was asking the same question. He's like, "No, I don't have regrets." I was like, "He's like, you know, I'm a perfect dad." I was like, "So you're a perfect dad now." So what I'm saying, so I need to be example like you. I don't need to have any.
I didn't say I was perfect.
I don't need to have.
I learned a lot from the mistakes.
Right. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And the other question that I have for you, this is more of this is a quote that I heard from someone. I heard from my brother.
Okay.
And he heard it from Max. Max heard it from you. Okay. So, I mean, I have my own version of it, but I just want you to elaborate on that a little bit because I don't want to plagiarize. I don't want to feel like I'm taking your words. I know it's coming from the source. So if you got it from somebody else, I don't know who that person is anymore. So, so he said, I was talking to Gabe Milien during a podcast, and he told me that, he said that he was talking to Max, and he told Max, I want to be just like you. Max said, don't be like me, be better than me. And I used that, and I used my own interpretation of that. I said, you know, don't be a better version of yourself. So I told Max that. Max was like, you know what? Since you're being honest, I didn't get it from you got it from me, but I got it from Gabe. So I was like, oh, I got to talk to Gabe.
Well, I don't know who I got it from, but I didn't make it up. But I knew it was when I heard it, I internalized it, and it just resonated with me. Yeah, it just resonated with me. I can't. I know that's something I feel, and
Right.
I don't even remember sharing it. But me and Max talk a lot, so I probably did. But yeah, that's I don't remember where I got it from. I'm sure I heard it from somewhere else, but I don't think I created it. But it is totally consistent with the way I feel. I
Mm.
want my son to be better, um, and just like I feel like we have improved upon a lot of the stuff that our parents have given us. You know, if
Mhm.
we talk about how we started and what we're doing today, people will look at us like, huh? You know, I mean, I
Right.
remember the
Right.
first day I came to New York. That was the first time I saw snow. You
Mm.
know, I didn't speak English, and, so I want that type of growth, that type of exponential growth for my son, where whatever my dad gave me and I used it, I can give him and he uses it. And
Yes.
just exponentially we grow, because I think it's great. And like I said, I really love my family, and I think
Hmm.
we have such, like, when I look at not our generation because we're close, but our kids, when we look at all our
Mm.
kids, we're like, oh my God, they're already better than us. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm looking at our kids and the things they're doing, the way I'm like, they're already, we just want them to nurture that growth. So yeah, I agree with that saying 100%. I can't recall. I might have gotten it from Seychelles.
I'm just gonna black that out because I don't know because it's never gonna end.
It won't end. Yeah. So I mean, I don't remember exactly where I got it from, but it resonated with me. I do. I know it's something that I feel, and I know it's my, I've always felt that way.
Absolutely cool. I enjoy it. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna use it. I changed the word around a little bit, so I won't plagiarize. So
No,
it's just
no.
my
I mean,
word.
we read
But
a lot, bro. That's how
yeah,
the knowledge gets, and that's the growth right there. And
absolutely.
so
Absolutely, man. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that. So I'm gonna throw the last question at you, and then we can wrap it up, and I let you go.
okay, cool.
All right. So, what message do you want to leave with the dads out there? What kind of message do you wanna leave behind?
Cool. With dads, prepare your child
Yes.
for the future. Prepare your child for a future that you are not in. And that's really it. Prepare them for a future that you're not in, because you're not always going to be around to protect them. You're not always going to be around to teach them. You have to prepare them for a future without you, and let them be great. Let them be great.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Man, Gabe, I love this conversation, man.
Yeah, it was
Like I told
dope.
you, and I told
enjoyed it.
Max, and I told I love this conversation. I love the fact that you were honest with me. You were telling me your story, your journey of life and fatherhood. That's what it's about. And like you said before, one, this family is huge, and two, we have nothing but love for one another, and I appreciate that. For everybody that comes on, that's all we talk about is how much we love our family. And there's a reason for that, because we're so close and tight knit. When we get together, it's nothing but love and laughter.
Oh man,
honestly.
We laugh and we stay. Like sometimes it's 5, 6 in the morning. And you're like, yo, you gotta go. It doesn't
Exactly
end. That's how it is.
Yeah, and I said it before. If you come to our family outing and you don't leave with your stomach hurting, your cheeks hurting, and you got a headache, and full, there's something wrong with you, man. There's definitely something wrong with you. But yeah, like you said before, man, prepare your kids, prepare your child for a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
Prepare your child for the future that you don't have, that they're gonna have in the future. So always prep your child for something better in the future. And I highly encourage that, man. I highly encourage that. There's so many fathers out there that are doing good things, and I wanted to have you in this podcast because you are doing good things. And I know I said it before, but you guys are an example to me. You are an example to me. I said it to Max, and I said it to Michael, Jonathan, my brother P. Gabe, I learned to be a parent from you guys, man. Honestly, I learned to be a parent from you guys. I didn't have the father figure to learn from, so I just literally took a lot of what you guys are doing, and I just literally just plug it into myself, and I just build a character. I mold a character of what you guys are, and I'm pretty much plugging into my son. I'm molding my son because of you guys. You guys are great examples, man. The way your attitude is, the way you're strong-minded about certain things, whatever it is. I sit and observe a lot, and I observe you guys, and you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I want to highlight the dads in our family. We're doing a great job there.
Yeah, I don't think we're boasting. I really feel that they're really stepping up as men. I agree with you 100%.
Absolutely. And we are intentional, and that's why I have to encourage everybody out there. Be intentional of being a dad, man.
Right.
It's one thing to have a child and being a father, but it's another thing to be a dad. Be example. You be intentional with everything that you do with a child.
Yep.
From the education to just spending time with them, talking to them, just listening to them. Anything that you do with a child matters, because when you mold them for who they are right now, when they grow up, they're gonna look back and say, I am who I am right now because of my dad.
Yep.
Yeah. I am who I am because of my dad. I was fortunate to have you guys as an example as fathers, so I can mold and be who I am. And I'm so happy. Like, you don't understand, whenever I hear about you guys, it makes me happy because you guys are doing a great job. I'm still taking from you guys, even though as my kids is growing up.
We take from you too.
Doing this.
It's a circle. I love when I see the stuff that you and your wife are doing with your son. I'm the first to, I love it. I love seeing how you're taking them and exposing them to different cultures, exposing them to different places. I love that, the way you guys interact with him. To me, that's amazing. And the same way you say you learn from us, we're learning from you too. So, it's a great circle, because I learned from those guys. I learned from Piggy, man. I learned from G. I learned from Max, from Michael, Jonathan. I got some amazing family members,
Absolutely.
And you're right. I think I love it. So I agree with you.
And the good thing is
100%.
All of us, and the thing is, all of us are different age range. None of us are we're not like the age range some of us are, we are 30s, we are 20s. We are literally from age 20 to 30 to 40 years old. All of it's different age, and you would never know our age because the way we act around each other is so young.
We're a nice, young, good-looking bunch too, I have to say.
Hey, I
can't
complain.
Cancel that. I can't complain. You can strike that, but we got good genes. We talking about family.
Absolutely. We got good genes. Yes. And I enjoy
it's all love.
It's all love, man. I enjoy it. And I wanted to say again, thank you, man. I love you for who you are. I love you as a person. I love you so much.
Thank you,
and
man.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being an example to not only your son, but to everybody that's out there. And I always encourage, when you out there doing what you're doing, you're not only encouraging yourself, there are other people out there that's watching you. Yeah. So be intentional, not only with your kids, but be intentional with the attitude and your personality, because there are people that are gravitating to you for a reason. Some people need that.
Right.
So be intentional with being a good person, be a good-hearted person, being a welcoming person, always being in your good behavior, because there's always somebody watching. Right. Always somebody watching. Again, man, cuz I enjoyed this conversation. Thank you again for coming to this podcast.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, man. Okay, so guys, I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. Again, thanks again for joining me. I did that podcast. Again, this is a platform for you to tell the world your story. Tell the world that we have good fathers out there. We have good black fathers out there, good dads out there that take care of their wives, that take care of the kids. All right, it's out there. Let's get rid of the stigma that black men are nothing. Black men don't do anything. We are here. It's true. I'm telling you, and this is why I want to use this platform, so we can encourage this thing, man.
Amazing.
This is a powerful platform, and I want to continue encouraging, people to express themselves, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to do. And again, I want to thank my personal guest, Gabe, my cousin. And again, guys, I'm not going to hold you long, and I know I said that a couple of times, but until next time, guys. Until next time, I will catch you in a few. Bye.
take another brief commercial break. We'll be right back. For more Dear Dad podcasts, visit Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. Make sure you check Dear Dad Podcast on your favorite Instagram social media platform at Dear Dad Podcast. Catch you later.